Hi, first graders. Welcome to our Thursday for math. Okay, so yesterday we practiced an adding strategy where we made a 10. So I'm going to show you that one more time with our number bond, okay, just to refresh our little memory on what we did. Okay, so if I have 6 and 8, which one of those numbers was closest to 10? You pointed to 8, you were right. So I'm going to draw my number bond under my 6 because I'm going to steal some numbers from my 6 to turn my 8 into my 10. So what am I going to steal from my 6 so that I can turn my 8 into my 10? 8, 9, 10, right? I'm going to steal 2 from it. So I'm going to put that right there. And if I take 2 from my 6, what's left? So if I have my 6 and I take those 2 that I'm going to steal, what's left? 4. So 4 is going to go in my other number bond. Then I'm going to loop those 2 together. So 8 and 2 make 10. And I'm going to add on that 4. Because remember, I'm not using that 6. Because I broke my 6 into those 2 parts. So I've got my 8 and 2, which make 10. Plus my 4 more gives me 14. So 6 and 8 must equal 14. And I can check it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys a different strategy for today. We're still going to use that friendly number 10, except now we're going to be able to steal all of the 10 at once. So let's try it with some pictures again, okay? So if I have 18 and my 2, there's a number here where I already have a 10 and I can pull it out. Which number has a 10 hidden in it? You're right, 18 has my 10 hidden in it. So you remember our 10 sticks? Okay. I'm going to pull out that 10 and I'm going to actually just draw it here for you guys. Okay. So my 18 is made up of a 10 and how many ones? 8 little ones. So I'm going to draw my little ones, and over here I've got 2 little ones, right? Okay, so here's my 10, and now I'm going to add up my little ones. I have 8, 9, 10. So 10 and another 10 gives me 20. So 18 and 2 more gives me 20. 18, 19, 20. Let's try that again with another one. Okay, I'm going to draw my picture again. In this problem, which one of those has a 10 already hidden in it that I can take out? Can you point to the number that has a 10 already hidden in it that I can take out? If you pointed to 12, you were right. So I'm going to take my 10 out, draw it right down here below. And how many ones are in that number? 2, right? So I've got a 10 and a 2. And then how many ones in that number? 5. Okay, so here's my friendly number of a 10. And then we're going to add the 2 and the 4 more. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oops, I forgot to add my 5, right? Let's try that again. 5. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 12 and 5 more equal my 17. Okay, this time let's try it with a number bond. Okay, so I am going to do my problem, and then next time we'll practice with you guys on a marker board, okay? So 13 and 4. Which one of these numbers, can you point to the number that has a 10 already hidden in it? If you pointed to 13, you were right. So I'm going to draw my number bond underneath my 13. And I'm going to pull that 10 out. Okay, so I've got my 10. And if I pull my 10 out, how many ones are left? 3. So my 10 and my 3. Then I'm going to add these guys together first. So I'll loop these guys and add them together first. 4 and 3 give me 7. Add on my 10, and that gives me 17. Okay, so I'm going to save my 10 for last because he's the easiest guy to just throw on there. So I added my 1s together first, and my 3 and my 4 gave me that 7. Add on my 10. 10 and 7 give me 17. Okay, so go ahead, take out your marker board and your marker, and we'll practice a few problems here together. And then I've got a worksheet that I'll kind of walk you through. Okay, so take out your marker board, and let's try this problem. 14 plus 5. Put this on your marker board, so make your marker board like my marker board. And which one of these numbers, can you touch the number that has a 10 hidden in it? Which one of these numbers has a 10 hidden in it? You pointed to 14, you were right. So go ahead and draw your number bond underneath the number 14. Okay, and we're going to pull out the 10. So go ahead, pull out your 10. And if I pull out a 10, how many 1s are left? 4 little 1s. Okay, and then we've got 5 little 1s here and 4 little 1s here. Let's go ahead and loop those so we can add those two together. What does 5 little 1s and 4 little 1s give me? 9. Add on my 10, my friendly number of 10, and 10 and 9 real quick make 19. That means 14 and 5 give me 19. And I can count up to check it. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, erase that. Let's try another one together. How about 15 plus 3 more? Which one? Okay, so copy this on your marker board real quick. And which one of these numbers has a 10 hidden in it? Which one has a 10 hidden in it? Point to the number. You pointed to 15, you were right. 15 has that 10 right here hidden in it. So let's go ahead and draw our number bond underneath the 15. Okay, and I'm going to pull my 10 out and put it right here. And if I pull my 10 out, how many 1s are left? 5. And then we're going to loop our 1s together. 5 1s and 3 1s give me, what's 5 plus 3? 8. Add on my friendly number 10. And now real quick, 10 and 8 give me 18. So that means 15 plus 3 must equal 18. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, one last one together. Erase your board. Let's try this one more time, and then we can try it on our worksheet. Let's try 11 this time. 11 plus 7. Make your marker board look like this. Okay. Draw, you go ahead, and this time instead of pointing to the number, I want you to draw the number bond underneath the number that I can pull a 10 out of. So I'm going to give you some time. Draw the number bond underneath the number that I can pull the 10 out of. Okay, which number did you draw it under? If you said 11, you were right. 11 is that number that has my 10 hidden in it. So my number bond should be there. What number am I pulling out? And what's going to go there? Go ahead and see if you can fill in my number bond real quick. And then we'll check to see if you're right. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my 10. And if I pull the 10 out of that number, how many 1s are in that number? 1, right? So I've got my 10 and my 1, which make 11. Now what am I going to do? Can you see if you can remember the next step and do the next step for me? The next step, if you forgot, that's okay. If you did it, good job. The next step, I'm going to loop my 1s together. Okay, I'm going to loop my 7 and my 1 together because 7 and 1 give me 8. I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to add on what? What am I going to add on to my 8? My friendly number of 10. 10 plus 8 equals, see if you can write it real quick, 18. So that means 11 and 7 must equal 18. We can check it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. On your desk, you have this little worksheet. let's do the first one together, and then you can do the next two by yourself, okay? So they already kind of did a step for you. They drew the number bond underneath the number that has the 10 hidden in it already, okay? So they drew the number bond underneath the 17 because there's a 10 hidden in 17. So go ahead, write your 10 right here because we have a 10 in there. And then in this number bond, how many ones are in that number? You wrote 7 right here where you're right because we have a 10 and a 7 makes 17. And then we're going to loop two numbers. What two numbers are we going to loop together? The 7 and the 2. So go ahead and draw your loop around the 7 and the 2 because we're going to add those numbers together. And then right here, let's do our equation, okay? And then we'll put our answer here. So 7 and 2 give me 9. Write your 9 right here. And then we're going to add on our friendly number of 10. So over here, we should have 10 plus 7 equals what? 17. And then also that means, 10 plus 9 equals 19. So then right here, you should have the number 19. Okay, so let's try that again because I kind of made a mistake. 17 is going to be broken into those two parts. We've got our group of 10 and our group of 7. Then we're going to loop the 7 and the 2 together to make 9. So write your 9 over here. And we're going to add on how much? 10. So 10 and 9 gives me 19. So you should have an equation over here that shows my 10 adding on those 9, and we got 9 from adding the 7 and the 2 together equals 19, and then put your 19 up here. Okay, so same thing. Try these two down here now. Pull out your 10. How many ones are left? And then over here, write me my equation. Now loop my ones together. 4 and 1 give me 5. Add on my friendly number of 10. 10 plus 5 should be over here equals, and then write your answer here and do the same thing down here. Okay, when all three of these problems are done, and remember when I'm coming around to look at, I'm going to see an equation over here that you guys wrote. Okay, so you need to add that equation on over there. When you're done, you can grab something off the bookshelf to do in room 2.